Sometimes the numbers look clear until you change what you're comparing. Today, I'm going to show you how the same data can tell a completely different story depending upon where you look, and why what looks like value in one place can disappear in another.
Welcome to ValuTalk, your source for property valuations, real estate insights, and what is really driving the market. Now here's Douglas.
All right, welcome back. In episode 2 through 5, we normalized concessions, we extracted time, we removed land pressure, and we finally isolated structure through GLA. In episode 6, we showed how paired sales behaved across each price layer. In episode 7, we tested how features interact when they exist together. Today, we're going to take the next step. We're not changing the price anymore. We're not adding new adjustments. We're changing the comparison. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to stay in the same neighborhood, same data set, same fully layered price, adjusted for concessions, time, site size, and GLA. But instead of changing the price, we're going to change which homes we're comparing. And we're going to do this step by step. First, we're going to look at a simple comparison, two groups across the entire data set. Then we're going to introduce another feature, and we're going to split the data set. Now we're not just comparing two groups, we're comparing how these groups behave inside another condition. Then we're going to start controlling the market. We're going to remove part of the data set and only look at homes that meet a specific condition. And then finally, we're going to tighten it even further. We're going to isolate a very specific segment of the market, and we're going to see what actually holds up. And what we're watching for is simple. Does the difference stay consistent, or does it change as we control the comparison? Because if it changes, that means the feature isn't acting on its own. It's reacting to the environment around it. And that's what segmentation shows you. All right, let's get out of the office and get into the data. All right, we're going to start here with the fully layered sell price. This is the cleanest version we've built so far. So now if anything changes, it's not distortion, it's behavior. So let's go ahead and load up our full data set. We're working in the established neighborhood, the same neighborhood that we've been working with in the paired sales analysis that we've been doing. We're going to start with swimming pools, and we're going to use that fully layered sell price adjusted for concessions, time, site size, and GLA. And we're going to be looking at the average sell price difference of starting with just swimming pools. So you can see without a swimming pool, the sell price, the average sell price is $399,063. With a swimming pool, it's $417,216. So that's a difference of $18,154. That's pool in the full market. Remember that number because it's about to move. All right, so let's go ahead and split this by solar now and see what kind of interaction that we get. So solar behaves differently depending upon whether a pool is present. Without a pool, solar adds 8,142. Now with a pool, solar's adding about 6,574. Already that's $1,500 less. Same feature, different environment. Now that's interaction, and we haven't even controlled the market yet. Okay, so now we're going to change the comparison. This time we're going to add a filter for garage capacity. We're only going to be looking at homes with 2-car garages. So we're the same comparison, but now a different slice of the market. And for homes without pools, solar drops to negative 8,933. And for homes with pools, solar drops to about 450. So hold on. Let's stop right there. Solar just went negative, not zero, negative. That means in this slice of the market, homes with solar are actually selling for less than homes without it. How does that happen? It's not because solar is bad. It's because in this segment, something else is already doing the work. The 2-car garage buyer is a different buyer, different priorities, different price behavior, and solar is getting tangled up in that mess. That's not a bad adjustment. That's just the market telling you something. When a feature goes negative, it doesn't mean that the feature has no value. It means you're in the wrong segment of the market to measure it. So same data set, same price, same feature, but the signal changed. Solar stopped looking like a driver of value and started looking like a passenger. All right, so now we're going to tighten this up with one more step. We're going to add 3-bedroom homes to this. So now we're looking at not only just the difference in the average sale prices of homes with pools and without pools and split by solar. We're now looking at only 3-bedroom homes and only 2-car garages. This is now a very specific slice of the market. So let's see what that looks like. So right there, for homes without pools, you're looking at 14,143 solar ads. And then with homes with pools, solar is adding about 5,698. So now it's coming back positive, but it's tighter, more controlled. And that's the key. We didn't change the math, we changed who was included. So let's head back to the office and we're going to wrap this up. All right, back in the office. Today, we didn't adjust the price. We didn't build new models. We changed the comparison. We started broad, then we introduced interaction, then we controlled for the market, then we isolated a segment. And at each step, the story changed. That's not noise, that's structure. This is why value is not fixed. It depends upon what you're comparing. And if you don't control that, you're just blending signals and you're calling it value. In the next episode, we stop slicing the data manually and we start mapping it. Heat maps and correlations. So instead of choosing where to look, we'll see everything at once. Until next time, I'm Douglas. Stay curious, stay sharp, and always stay focused on value.
ValuTalk is produced by Data Hub Solutions. For tools, insights, and more, visit our website at datahubsolutionsllc.com. Stay informed. Stay ahead.